Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again. Well, excuse me. It's first day of the half-term holiday today, and our grandson came home from school and since Friday. He's had a fever and a cough and a cold. What are they doing? Starting up for the holidays? Interesting. Anyway, we're going to talk about the body a little bit as we go through today's short video. And particularly, we're going to be talking about embracing somatic awareness for holistic personal growth. Hmm, interesting, curious, right? So let's see where it takes us. Sometimes we use words, or people have used words to describe things that can be a bit misleading. So think about our world. We live in this world that often praises the power of the mind. Things like the importance of thinking positively, developing a growth mindset, and challenging limiting beliefs. Well, fair enough. These are all crucial aspects of personal development. But there's another dimension, and that often gets overlooked. And that's the connection between the mind and the body. This is where somatic awareness comes in. It's a concept that's been growing in popularity because of its practical and often powerful impact on well-being. So today, what I'm going to do is explore how somatic awareness can actually be a game changer in our personal development journeys. Big one. You'll have to hang around if you want to know more about that. So, as a therapist and coach, I believe that helping people develop holistically, not just in their thoughts, but in their entire being, helps to create a deeper and more sustainable growth. So I'm going to break this down into three key areas. What is somatic awareness? How the mind-body connection impacts personal development, and practical tools for incorporating somatic awareness. And of course, I'll relate these ideas to my own personal approach to therapy and coaching. So what on earth is it? What is somatic awareness? Well, at its core, somatic awareness is about it's about tuning into your body's sensations and then recognizing how they're connected to your emotions and your thoughts. Somatic means of the body, simple. And awareness means consciousness or perception. So together, this term refers to a heightened sense of what's happening physically inside of us. Now, many of us spend most of our time, this isn't a criticism, but we spend most of our time in our heads, thinking, worrying, analyzing, planning. Thing is, though, we often forget that the body is constantly communicating with us too. So have you ever experienced a tight chest when you're anxious? Or a sinking feeling in your stomach when you're overwhelmed? These physical sensations are your body's way of waking you up, of alerting you to what's happening emotionally and mentally. Somatic awareness isn't just about noticing discomfort, though. And that's because it also includes tuning into positive physical sensations. The feeling of calm after deep breathing, for example. The relaxed state of your muscles after a good stretch, or a good mountain bike ride in my case, or the warmth you feel when you're genuinely content. And by paying attention to these signals, you can better understand what your body is telling you. And really importantly, it enables you to be able to respond effectively. So how does the mind-body connection impact personal development? And why does that matter? Well, the body and mind are in constant communication. I said that already. Emotions trigger physical responses, and physical state can influence emotions. So if we ignore our body's signals, we miss opportunities. We miss opportunities to address the root causes, things like stress, anxiety, overwhelm. For example, imagine a stressful day at work. You might notice your shoulders tightening, your breathing becoming shallow, and not forming in your stomach. That's my throat, my stomach's down there. Without somatic awareness, you might push through thinking, I'll deal with this later. But that tension builds, and over time, it can lead to things like burnout, chronic stress, or even physical illnesses. However, when we practice somatic awareness, we learn to recognize these signs early. By simply noticing something like, hey, guess what? My shoulders are tense, or I'm holding my breath. We create an opportunity to pause, breathe, and reset. And this ability to intervene before stress takes hold is where personal development truly happens. We're no longer reacting to our emotions after the fact. We proactively manage them in the moment. In my work as a therapist and coach, I've found that this approach transforms how people deal with stress. For example, there are other things too. It's not just about changing your mindset. It's about teaching your body to regulate itself. And doing that makes personal growth not only more effective, but also, big one, more sustainable. So what about some practical tools for incorporating somatic awareness? How on earth do you start practicing somatic awareness? Well, okay, here's a few practical tools I incorporate into my coaching and therapy sessions because they help clients develop this vital skill of somatic awareness. So let's talk about body scanning. You may have heard about this before. This is a mindfulness exercise where you mentally scan your body from head to toes, noticing as you do so areas of tension or relaxation. By regularly practicing body scanning, you can train yourself to become more attuned to your physical state throughout the day. And then there are breathing techniques. Controlled breathing is one of the simplest and yet the most powerful tools for regulating the nervous system. Just controlled breathing. Imagine that, it costs nothing. Techniques like diaphragmatic breathing or box breathing can help to calm the body's stress response. I use these methods myself, and I often teach them to clients because they're quick, they're effective, and easy to integrate into everyday life. So, let's move on, grounding exercises. Grounding involves connecting with the present moment through your physical senses. It's not something to do with a lightning rod and all of that stuff. One method I recommend is to feel the weight of your feet on the ground or the sensation of your hands resting on a surface, because this helps anchor you in the here and now, especially during moments of stress, overwhelm, anxiety, blah, 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 more. Movement and stretching. Movement is another powerful way to connect with your body. Simple stretching, yoga, or even a short walk can help to release built-up tension. So in my sessions, I encourage my clients to incorporate movement into their daily routines because it's a way to relieve stress and improve their physical and emotional balance. These tools are pretty small, really, but yet they're powerful steps towards becoming more aware of how your body and mind are interconnected. And the more you practice, the more in tune you'll become with your own physical and emotional states. So, how does this connect to my personal approach? One of the core elements or the core aspects of my personal brand as a therapist and coach is that I offer bite-sized, actionable strategies that people can use in their day-to-day lives. Somatic awareness fits wonderfully into this framework. It's not about making massive changes overnight. It's not about doing things that are going to be difficult that you're not going to achieve them. It's about taking small steps, like noticing your breath or releasing tension in your shoulders, because those things compound over time. My approach is rooted in practicalities. I understand, I get it. Life is busy and it's easy to get overwhelmed by stress, by work, by responsibilities, by the kids, by whatever. And even personal growth itself if we're not careful. So that's why I work with my clients to create manageable, effective tools that they can integrate into their routines without causing chaos. And that's whether they're navigating the pressures of work, family, personal challenges, whatever. So I not only help clients shift their mindsets, but I teach them to listen to their bodies. And by understanding and by responding to the physical signals of stress or emotional discomfort, they can take proactive steps towards well-being and resilience. So think about it. Somatic awareness is a powerful tool for personal development because it brings the whole self, the mind, the body, the emotions into the growth process. And if you can learn to listen to your body's cues, you will be able to manage stresses, anxieties, overwhelm, whatever it needs to be able to manage them more effectively. And ultimately, you'll experience deeper and more sustainable growth. Incorporating somatic awareness isn't really difficult, but it does take practice. And the good news is the benefits are amazing, they're profound. And they'll help you to build resilience in both your personal and your professional life. Now, if you're interested in exploring this further, I'm here to help. Leave a comment, send a direct message, send an email, do what you need to do to get in touch. My coaching and therapy sessions are designed to offer practical, manageable tools like the ones we've discussed today. So whether you're looking to improve your emotional regulation, enhance stress management, or simply become more attuned to your body, I can help you take those next steps. Thanks for being here today. Remember, leave a question, leave a comment. You'll always get a response. Send an email. And remember this, personal growth is a full body experience. We need to take care of our mind and body. And if we do that, we will thrive. Okay, have a brilliant day. I'll speak to you again really soon. And remember, keep asking questions. Don't hesitate. I love getting direct messages. It's really cool. See you again later. Bye for now.